What's up guys, Matt here with 2FM Racing. This is a new channel I'm wanting to start up, mostly for RC stuff. You can see I got a lot going on here behind me and a couple things I'm going to show you. But the 2FM, I got the name Too Fast Matt from this thing here, the double X, on our other channel, Dirt Obsession. So anyways, this channel I'm mostly going to be doing RC stuff. I was going to start it off with this rig here, because I've been recently here working on it, but I just picked up this off of a buddy. Got a great deal on it. Barely used. He used it a couple times and basically cut me a deal on it. So I've been working on it this morning. First thing I did was chopped off these banana connectors it comes with. Here, these goofy things. I never use those, so I put some Deans on it and stuck a lipo in it. I wanted to try it out. If anybody hasn't seen these, I'm sure everybody's seen them now, but comes with that body. I'm gonna be changing that soon. But I wanted to show you, I'm a big Redcat guy. I have lots of stuff, as you can see. Here's another little drifter. That's an HPI E10. Of course, the Redcat crawler I was just talking about. I'm gonna do full video on that. Several SCTEs. This is the 2.0 my son uses mostly. 3.0 I'm building. Gonna put electronics in. Probably gonna switch to electronics from this one. This is another 2.0 of mine. I just basically use around here. We've got a back track in the backyard. 2FM Racing. And there's another SCTE 2.0. So one of those is gonna get the axe, and I'm gonna put the electronics in the 3.0. Go with that. But I've got a couple slashes. The Vatera Cinder. A little bit of everything going on, so that's why my bench looks like this right now. So don't judge me. But anyways, I wanted to show you the Redcat steering. These thing, any Redcat is notorious for this. So you see how that turns? Like to the right, it almost comes back center. To the left, it's horrible. So basically that's the main problem with any Redcat. You get a Redcat, you just know you're gonna change the steering servo. Other than that, they're pretty good little rides. This thing I want to touch on, it's actually super smooth. Like my plan was to get this and just immediately throw a brushless system in it. But I don't think it's gonna need it, like honestly. Maybe when I get on a little rougher surface, it might be a little underpowered and not spin as much, but on this slick floor in the garage, which is mostly what I'm gonna be doing with this thing, it has plenty of power. And it's super smooth for a brushed, non-censored setup. I mean, it's, there's not a lot of low speed there, but plenty for a drift car. When you're most of the time, you're gonna be hammering that throttle pretty good to get it to spin anyways. But I'm gonna try to set this thing up after a while with my son maybe and do some drifting, and we'll get some clips of that. So check this out. So this thing's a pretty slick little ride. Like I said, the servos in any stock Redcat, they come with these hex slides. May as well just count it out. It'll last, this thing would probably last and actually work for a pretty good while, but look at, that's kind of bad. You come out of a left turn and it doesn't go back straight at all. So with the drift car, you're kind of always sliding. To me, I don't know. It doesn't feel it as important that it doesn't snap back. I'm probably gonna adjust that. That seems a little loose to me. Yep. So we're gonna figure out how to adjust that. But I'm gonna change this servo out. I've got them laying everywhere. Probably just gonna do something like this track star that actually works. I've got a Savox here. It's a 1250 TG. I normally run in my short course. I don't think I'm gonna put that much. That servo's probably like half the price of this whole truck. So, or these things are great, but I don't think you can get these anymore. I still have a couple left. I'm gonna put one of these in that crawler because, like I said, it's a Redcat. Steering's junk in it too. But yeah, check out some of the clips here, hopefully with the new servo, and I'll show you what it's looking like when I get that done. And then I'm probably gonna go ahead and swap out, get rid of this transmitter, and hook up something like this for my normal transmitter, and see how AVC works. I'm curious how AVC works on a drift car, if it's any count. I never use it for my race trucks. I mean, you're not allowed to anyways, but even around here, just practicing around the house, I never use it. So I'm curious if it's sort of like a gyro for a drift car. I'm very new to drift, so bear with me, but let's see what it looks like after the mods. So you can tell I've never worked on one of these before. I pulled this out of the way, but this is built into the chassis, so you can't get to that bolt like that. So basically what you gotta do is take the screws from the servo mount out. I should have looked at that and figured that out, but I'm gonna try to deck this thing out a little bit. Like I said, I'm new to drift, playing with it, and been wanting to start this channel up for a while, so figured why not now. I got a lot of stuff going on. Soon I'm going to be clearing all the windows in that, taking the stickers off, clearing them, that sort of thing. I've already changed wheels and tires on it. I got a whole video of that going to be coming up. So and then also been working on this lately. It's a pretty cool little project. If I can get it off there. Anyways, I put magnetic mounts on this, built some little brackets. This is a Redcat Sumo 24th crawler. See it next to the drift car. But yeah, I'm in the process of eliminating the AAA batteries and going LiPo hopefully. So a lot going on with that. Too many things at once. I got to get some stuff done. So let's get on track with this thing. All right, so we got the servo swapped out. Then changed out the arm. I had this kind of cheap aluminum metal looking one that was came on something, maybe another Redcat, and I normally change it out for a better one. And then tighten this belt up a hair. It's super easy to do. You've got these two little adjustments here. It's a hex head on the other side. Loosen that up, and you can just slide that thing up, and it tightens that belt, or you can slide it down, and it loosens it a little. So you can see I still got quite a bit of room. I can come up here, and this actually will come up a little bit more to tighten it also, but I think that feels pretty good there. Just gonna try to run it like that, but also swapped out the receiver. So now it's running on my DX5R. So we're ready to rock. Check out this servo, just this servo. Oh, and I also pulled, which is probably gonna end up getting a lot of junk on it. In my garage, we have a cat. I guess cat hair, you can see it, but I pulled these ball cups and put just a little bit of grease on them because they were so tight. All of these and these here going to the servo arm. You can see right there a little bit of grease, but they were so tight, like they would barely move, and I didn't really want to have to like file them out or anything, so I just put a little grease on them. But you can see now it actually goes back to straight, and that's on this grippy surface. So on the concrete here, like I was earlier, much better. So I'd recommend just changing that servo out right off the bat. So here you'll see I'm gonna roll up, just showing off the steering servo working, much better. And there's a little grate right here in the middle of the garage, the drain, and I'm just trying to hold a steady circle around it, you know, kind of get somewhat close to the drain and not hit it, and just see if I can hold a circle. The car is super smooth. You can see, I mean, I'm learning it still. I mean, it drives a lot different, a lot better than my HPI E10 that I've been using for a drifter. So I feel like Redcat really designed this thing for a drift car. You know, it's not just a sprint car that you can throw slick tires or wheels and stuff on and make a drift car out of. This is actually laid out to be a drift car with the belt drive and that sort of thing. So it's super smooth compared to my E10. And then here I threw these little discs out. Got these little things at the Dollar Tree a while back, and just kind of laid them out and trying to do some circles around them, you'll see, and just hold some steady lines. And like I said, I'm not the greatest at drifting, and I'm still getting used to this car for sure. This is my first day with it, and I, worked on it more than I drove it, actually, changing things out and that sort of thing. But overall, this is an amazing little drift car in my mind. Now, like I said, I'm not doing any kind of competitions or, anything like that. I'm not getting serious with drift, that sort of thing. Just there's no scene in my area for the drift cars, so it's more just fun around the garage, like you see here, messing around and probably setting some stuff up and just seeing what all it can do. But overall, I'm having a blast with it, and you can see this thing's pretty smooth. Like, I'm holding some pretty good lines with it, and I'm not really that great with it yet, but I feel like it goes where I put it. The little mishaps are my lack of driving skill, not the car's fault. So overall, I really like the power of it even. I was a little worried with the brush system. Basically everything I get, I just throw brushless in it. But I think it's going to be enough. I'll be kind of curious to try it out on my driveway. That's broom finished concrete, see how it does there. But it does great inside the garage here. So overall, for the price on this thing, I mean, they're $169 now new, I believe. So you're getting a lot of bang for the buck. I mean, this body doesn't even look bad for a stock body to me. And then you see little details like the brake calipers and stuff behind the wheels there. Just little stuff like that. Redcat's kind of stepped up. You've got a few aluminum parts here. You got the aluminum shock caps and that sort of thing. And then the belt drive system is just super smooth. Like, if you haven't driven a belt drive, you'll be surprised. It really surprised me because I hadn't spent very little time driving this car when my buddy owned it. And now that I'm getting a little more time with it, I'm really amazed at how smooth it is, especially for a brushed, uncensored setup in it. So overall, it was a good-looking car, great bang for the buck. If you're looking to get into drifting, maybe to kind of get as a starter, even if you want to get more serious later, I would highly recommend spending your money on this. Put another $30-40 on a servo, and you're set, honestly. That's really all this car needs is a servo, and it's, like I said, it's a pretty good looking little car. I'm going to be doing some different bodies. I'm going to be painting up some bodies hopefully this weekend and just seeing what all I can do with this car. I really appreciate you guys watching. Peace. Don't forget to like and subscribe.